The Among Us, the new internet trend, is not like the game is new, but people, because of the quarantine, can make anything trendy. This is gonna be my first B vlog because it's B for Blender, and vlog because I want to call it vlog. And also be aware of my pronunciation. Before beginning, let me give you some warning. This is not a tutorial. This is not how to make this. It's more like how I made it. So waste your time accordingly. So before recording, I made a test model and rigged it so I don't look like a complete noob, which I am apparently. As I mentioned before, I tried to model this before recording the screen. I did this with using just extruding the edges and the faces from the cube and by using boolean method. And decided to go along with the boolean because I just love that boolean operations. Nothing more like it's super exciting or what, it's just painful to clean the mesh afterward, but I just like the hard ways. The add-ons which I used are mentioned in description below. Don't worry, they all are free. I'm not the fan to use my money on paid add-ons because I can do this by using Blender's traditional ways. Nothing fancy in that. If you're wondering what type of mesh I'm starting with, so it's just a default cube with two subtle level applied. So as I mentioned, I decided to go with the Boolean workflow, and to make legs, I added cylinder with 8 vertices and used Boolean operation, the Boolean union operation, and union leg with the body. Then changed the size and shape of the cylinder according to the proportion of the reference that I have. After that, I applied the Boolean modifier and cleaned the mesh with the Machine 3 add-on. Don't worry, as I mentioned, it's completely free. Then it was only about adjusting the vertices, making it look good, then suck. Then I mirrored everything on the x-axis. I wanted our character to look like a stupid cartoony and big as fat boy. So accordingly I adjusted its size and made it look fat. Now I modeled its goggle or whatever it is, I named it object as screen and the backpack. I don't think I don't even think it's backpack, but I named it so it has to be backpack. Well, it wasn't much of that complicated stuff, just some extrusion, or that we extrude the faces edges here and there, and some resizing, and it's done. So as our character was done, so I decided to move on to the next modeling thing, which was ship. So I draw a scene on paper, which I wanted to make look like our crew was chilling on a couch, and one dude died, and a ghost watching the killer. I know my drawing skills suck, can't help with that. As our crew was supposed to be in spaceship or kind of spaceship or some research center, I decided to model sci-fi couch. That's why I searched for some sci-fi couches on Google and settled on this one. So to model this, I gone again towards my recent law Boolean modifiers. It's just simple, add a cube, add another cube, press some button, and boom, you have your shape ready. Coming back to the model, I added some more details by adding more Boolean intersect and differentiate operation and finished the couch and added bevel modifier to make a model look good. After modeling couch, I added armature to the model and parented with automatic weight because I never done digging before. You know, you saw the recent it's up. And the character model don't have much of the mesh or complicated geo, so a simple automatic weight would be just fine. Then I asked some of my friends who plays this game to send me their game avatar and started modeling hats and adjusting the characters according to the avatar they sent me. This hats like toilet paper. Then I added some more of the hats, a guy with hat and plague mask, and a guy with horns. And as I love Naruto, I added a ninja and added its headband details to it. Then I modeled Bone and a dead guy, which is supposed to be a ghost. Then I posed every character which I made to look like they're sitting on a couch, which was kind of hard thing to do because clamping and all other things and the mesh wasn't properly aligning with the rig. That's shit. So I just left it off like what it was because I wanted to get a cleaner render rather than a good model. So then I added some more details to the background such as window and frames, and also some details such as lights. So then I added some more materials which we needed to add to make it look like alive, and added some lights and other things like it. So I just added some glossy materials with some roughness and ended with a render like this. It actually looks like some stop motion kind of thing, like Shaun the Ship. It has that feel. So give me your opinion, which looks good, the freestyle one or this one. Then moving towards, so as I wanted some freestyle look and two-dimensional look to it, so I actually searched and come with up this node RGB. No, it was like shader to RGB, which only works on EV. I repeat, it only works on EV. I've wasted so many times wondering why this node wasn't working for cycles. So, and come to know that this type of shading is known as NPR, which wasn't much of finding or what. So then I added shader to RGB node and color ramp node and set it interpolation to constant and adjusted its handles to get the shape and color like I wanted. And before going to render, I just remember that the guy with the plague mask had a suit as a skin onto it. So I just UV unwrapped it and started texture painting. Let me warn you, this was my first ever texture painting experience, so it wasn't perfect. And as I mentioned, I'm not going for a perfect model, I'm going for a perfect render. So I added that texture, painted and added the texture into our material section with some notes, absolutely, and found out that the transparent shader don't work with EV that much as it's supposed to be work with cycles. I don't know how to do transparent shading in EV because I only worked with cycles previously. And as I was tired, I didn't find how to do it and decided to go for Photoshop to do that. Then it was about to take render and I checked freestyle render to get some line arts. And after taking a test render, I observed that the line art which was produced by Blender was so terrible and again decided to repair that in Photoshop rather than adjusting some settings because that render was the best which I come up with using freestyle. Then I just jumped into Photoshop and started to compositing our ghost and added some line arts and repaired it to make it look good. And also did some Photoshop touches to make the render pop out some more. Here it is. The concept render done. The image is done. Finally done. Before going, I wanted to tell you guys that I completely gone towards the final concept art and didn't pay too much attention to the mesh or geo of the model. You can download the above Blender file from the link down below in the description, which I don't think any one of you will. If you like the vlog or whatever it is, you can hit that like button and hit dislike if you don't. And you can also subscribe me for more devlogs like this. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.